Berkeley, California is banning gender-based words from the city codes. Manhole will now be maintenance hole. Policeman and policewoman will now be police officer, and no more chairman. It's now chairperson. So DBL Nation, will replacing gendered language in city codes make a difference?
I thought we ought to use these words. All right, George from Facebook says, I worked in manholes for 30 years. Like many people, they will always be manholes. George, I think, and I'm in this boat with you too, brother. I think this is for the next generation. I think that there are things that we've already kind of changed. People used to call them stewardesses. Now that's gone. So, I mean, this will eventually get into our language just naturally. But I mean, for people like you that are used to seeing one word one way for 30 years, it's probably always going to be manhole to you, bro.
Diane from Facebook says, I love this and hope it becomes the new normal. Words are powerful. Diane, I have to say in the past 24 hours, I've really had an eye-opening experience. My little sister, who is now preferred to go by gender-neutral pronouns and has been public about it for the first time, just wrote a very insightful article. I shared it with Sam, why I won't correct your pronouns. And so she's basically saying she wants to live her life in respect, and so I'm going to respect anything that makes people feel more comfortable in a very unforgiving society.
Well said, Erica. And your
Thanks
sister,
for not sharing that with me, Erica. What's
your
up?
sister
Sorry.
is a badass.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to take a different route. Judith from Facebook says, this is ridiculous. Good grief. Judith, I agree with you. Do we take away Neil Armstrong's famous speech, one step for man, one giant step for mankind? He hates women.
Kind.
He hates women. Yeah, that's all. What's up with Mother Nature? I think we have to change that. We have to make it more gender neutral. I'm offended. I'm offended.
Two good points.
Yep,
Those are two good points. Yeah, from Facebook says, there are so many things that need to get tended to in my hometown of Detroit. I doubt that changing the language in city codes would make any difference. Listen, when it comes to objects like manhole, or maintenance hole, I don't care. But when it comes to job titles, I do care, because when those titles were created, it was a male-dominated field. It still is a male-dominated field. So I think it's important. I'm all for this.
Jeff, I think you got me on your side. Father Nature just doesn't sound right.
It's person,
or Father
it's
Earth.
Person Nature, please.
Yeah. All right. Person Nature.
Mother Earth is very nurturing.
No, she's not.
Not to say
She's
that men
sexist.
aren't.
She's very sexist.
Okay. That's a fair point.